Brooklyn ain't just bricks, blood, and bullets no more. Nah, now it's sweet. We talkin' Brooklyn Bloodlines candy, the only candy tough enough to sit at the table. Mikey the Hammer Fudge Bar. One bite, you're down for the count. Hazelnut, dark chocolate, espresso crunch. Forget about it. Red Velvet Vendetta Taffy. Soft, chewy, with a hit that comes out of nowhere. Like a friendly tap that turns into a left hook. Concrete jungle lollipops. Hard as the streets, sweet as the score. They last longer than a sit-down with Goku D'Angelo. Cannoli Crunch bites, bite-sized, but pack more power than a capo in a Cadillac. Ricotta Cream Center. Forget about it. Brooklyn Bloodlines candy. One taste, you're made. Don't be a gavone eating them store-bought Mook's candy. Get yourself a piece of the empire. Brooklyn Bloodlines candy. Ask your bookie today.
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Analyzing Evil, Poison Ivy, The Psychology of Obsession, Nature, and Narcissism. A Bambi's Twisted Tales and Pizzaverse Studios production. The Garden and the Grave. Every rose has its thorns, sure, but Pamela Isley, she was the thorn. She ain't chaos like Joker or greed like Penguin. She's something older, elemental. A woman torn between science and nature, reason and instinct. She wanted to heal the world and ended up deciding it didn't deserve to live. That's the kind of irony Gotham specializes in. Poison Ivy ain't just a villain, she's a tragedy in bloom. A story about love, twisted into obsession. About nurturing, mutated into control. And under all that green is the loneliness of a woman who got betrayed by the world she tried to save. The making of Pamela Isley. Pamela Isley was brilliant. Botanist, idealist, dreamer. The kind of woman who saw beauty in the cracks of concrete and believed she could make the world bloom again. But idealism's dangerous, especially when you mix it with trauma. Her early life's marked by isolation, overprotective parents, no social connection, and a deep attachment to the natural world instead of people. That's attachment transference, the emotional shift from human bonds to environmental ones. And in college, when Dr. Jason Woodrue experimented on her, poisoned her, and left her for dead, that trauma didn't just scar her. It rewrote her DNA. She didn't die, she evolved. And with that evolution came rage. You betray a woman like Pamela, you don't make an enemy, you make a force of nature. The birth of Poison Ivy. When she emerged from the wreckage, Pamela was gone. What was left was Poison Ivy, half woman, half vengeance. Her transformation's not just physical, it's psychological. She sheds human identity the way a snake sheds skin. And that's what makes her dangerous. She ain't fighting for ego, she's fighting for ecology. This is where eco-centric narcissism is born, the belief that nature's needs override morality, empathy, or human life. She sees herself as Mother Nature's hand of judgment, the balance to humanity's greed. She don't see herself as the villain. She sees herself as the cure, and the rest of us as the infection. The science of madness. Psychologically, Poison Ivy represents a hybrid pathology, narcissistic personality traits, grandiose self-image as savior of nature. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, ritualistic care of plants, rigid order in her environments. Schizotypal thinking, anthropomorphizing plants, believing they speak, feel, and love her back. Trauma-driven delusion, rewriting betrayal into divine purpose. She replaces emotional relationships with plants, beings she can control, nurture, and never be betrayed by. That's control-based attachment. Every plant she grows is a stand-in for someone she couldn't save. Every toxin she releases is revenge on the world that ignored her pain. You can't psychoanalyze nature. You can only pray it don't grow teeth. Love, lust, and toxicity. Poison Ivy's relationships are always transactional, seductive, manipulative, and fatal. She uses pheromones, charm, and allure to get what she wants, not out of lust, but strategy. That's sexual weaponization, a trauma response where power replaces vulnerability. Her kiss, deadly. Her affection, conditional. Her love, extinct. And yet, there's Harley. The one person who breaks through the vines. Harley Quinn becomes the rare variable, the connection Ivy can't fully control. Their relationship ain't just romantic, it's therapeutic. Harley gives Ivy back her humanity, but Ivy gives Harley back her power. Maybe it takes two broken hearts to grow something that lasts. The Green Religion. Poison Ivy's war ain't about power anymore, it's about ideology. She evolves into a prophet of ecological absolutism, the belief that the planet's health justifies any means of destruction. In her mind, humanity's already lost its right to survive. Every skyscraper's a tumor, every car's a virus. That's utilitarian extremism, sacrificing the few for the greater good. The problem? The few becomes everyone. You start playing God, and sooner or later you forget why he retired. Goddess or ghost. At her peak, Ivy becomes divine, worshipped by cults, feared by heroes. She controls cities, topples governments, regrows forests overnight. But inside, she's hollow. Her humanity, the warmth, the empathy, it's gone. That's identity dissociation. She's more myth than woman now. And when the roots stop listening, when the vines grow wild, even she can't stop the chaos. That's the truth she never wanted to face, that nature don't serve masters, even divine ones. You can talk to the trees all you want, sweetheart, but they'll never love you back. Symbolism and the feminine divine. Poison Ivy's deeper symbolism lies in the feminine archetype of reclamation. She's Eve with a vendetta, Lilith with chlorophyll. A woman reclaiming her power from a patriarchal world that used her body and mind. Every vine, every toxin, every kiss, it's rebellion. She's what happens when care becomes combat. She ain't destroying the world for pleasure. She's destroying it for balance. And that's what makes her both righteous and terrifying. The psychology of rebellion. Ivy's story is one of radical empathy, empathy that curdled into ego. Psychologically, she's what we call the corrupted altruist. She starts with love for the world and ends up hating everyone in it. That's the arc of all extremists. Her mind rationalizes genocide as gardening. She calls destruction purification. And by the end, she's so deep in her mission that she forgets who she's fighting for. She wanted to save the planet. She just forgot it's made of people. Maybe Poison Ivy wasn't evil. Maybe she was just tired of seeing the world bleed and pretend it was beautiful. She's the saint of lost causes, the ghost of every protest that went unheard. The mother of a world that stopped listening. Her story ain't about villains and heroes, it's about balance. And what happens when even balance gets mad? Evil don't always burn. Sometimes it blooms. Poison ivy is what happens when empathy goes feral. When care becomes control. When a heart built for love turns into a weapon. She's the question nobody wants to ask. If the planet could speak, would it forgive us? Or would it sound like her? This has been Analyzing Evil, Poison Ivy, the Psychology of Obsession, Nature and Narcissism. Brought to you by Bambi's Twisted Tales and Pizzaverse Studios, where we dig deep beneath the soil of stories and pull out the roots of what makes evil grow. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, and remember, in the Pizzaverse, we don't just expose darkness. We let it bloom. Thanks for watching.
Today I decided to not give you bitches a second of time for the rest of my life. I'll be goddamned if I put in the work and I don't get the credit to fucking suffice. I've been too humble too much in my life, cutting them off so I'm measuring twice. Cause this time I mean it, I'm still fucking bleeding. Bitch, there was better way to hand me the knife. Like poor little Snowy, Bodie is on me. Half of these idiots dumb as a brick. Swear I won't use it when all up on YouTube. I aim with a 45 fucking intense. Imagine if my soul and whip with a 10. Imagine if I finally wanted to quit. Imagine if this industry took the life out of bitch and all I got is fucking revenge. Who would I ride on if I'm about to call it? I think my fans know a couple of names. I know some 5-figure checks that I've written and can't say a word cause I bitch NDA'd. Call on my lawyers cause I keep them paid, but this ain't some shit that my lawyers could save. Cause if I do go out, I'm going out strong and I'll leave y'all a note with the key to the safe. That all of the friends that I lost that was talking shit all on the net, all of apologize, all of them know that I fucking invented, I'll never forget. I never went out in public to vent, I know exactly what I represent. And any little bitch that was that quick to switch up, all of you deserve what the fuck you gon' get. How does it feel when you look at your fans and you know that you'll lose them if I ever talk? If I ever pull up receipts or some video, shorty, I bet you piss in your drawers. All you little bitch ass, silly never shit ass, fickle ass, flip flop, blind ass hoe. You should thank God with like every breath that I ain't talk my shit cause I stuck to the code. But ain't I hit you up directly, tell you that you best be treading real carefully, bitch. Bitch, don't you forget we still got a debt. See, I'ma collect my shit. If you got a question, I got an answer. Ain't I keep the same line? All that boo-hoo shit on the net was a cloud chase. Woo, them lines are so tight. Yo, I just noticed everybody that don't fuck with me fucks with each other. It's like a fucking union of dumbass people. Hey, but I'm coming back for my money though, I'm not playing, bitch.